Hello everybody, and welcome back to the casual mapping series here in Path of Exile 2. We are going to be continuing with our Bone Shatter Titan because he's kind of my favorite build at this point for clearing maps and all of that kind of stuff. Today we're going to be working on kind of farming this area in here because we've kind of juiced it out a little bit with these couple of towers, these few towers. Well, I don't think we've got this tower here yet, have we? So maybe we'll move towards this tower, juice this one out, and just try to. All four of these towers are kind of centrally located, so I think that's what we're going to work on today. We're going to go here and here, open up this tower, juice up the maps around here, come back over here, juice up this one here, and just kind of try to concentrate a bunch of stuff here because I recently have been going through a Waystone recession here, and it's really kind of sucking. So, as per the advice I received from various viewers, even though I'm still going to state I strongly disagree with the way Waystones are handled in this game, I still disagree with it. Disagreeing with it isn't going to change the fact that I need to change my strategy. So I am changing my strategy. That doesn't mean I'm okay with the strategy and the way that it works. I don't like it, but it is what it is. Anyways, suffixes are what make it so that... I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm in the habit of just upgrading things at this point. Whatever. Let's see. We're going to come over here to this one, and then we'll juice all of these. We'll probably only get 2 maps done today, so it's fine. We'll probably get this in the tower done. And then, hopefully in the next episode, we'll be able to get the other tower done, and we'll just max out all of the stuff in this area to hopefully get bosses and high chance of Waystone drop rates and stuff like that. That's what we're going to be trying to do today. Looked like there was some stuff happening here. I never read any of the information on the maps. It's just, I'm too impatient to sit there and read through the list. So everything's a nice surprise to me when I get in there. Not intentionally, it's just, I can't be bothered to read stuff. I have to say though, I do get a lot more, I don't want to say the word hate, but maybe the word is hate. I get a lot more hate in this game than I do in any other game I play. And, you know, because this is the only game where I really get that kind of feedback, I feel like that's a reflection more on the community than it is me. So that comment right there is going to trigger a bunch of people, but whatever. I just don't care anymore, you know? It's like, I'm just here to play video games, man, and I want to enjoy playing video games, and anything that prevents me from enjoying my video game experience, I'm going to say something about it. Sorry. I don't care if you don't like it, and I don't care if you think that this is somehow your game and that you get more of a say in it than I do because you think you're hardcore or whatever word you want to apply to yourself. But, you know, people walk around saying this isn't going to happen and that ain't going to happen, and no, this ain't going to happen because the hardcore community, blah, blah. The hardcore people don't have any more say. At the end of the day, money talks and bullshit walks. So if the developers are going to have the ability to get a lot more people to play the game, assuming it doesn't completely destroy, you know, what they're going for, they're going to do it. Everybody wants to make money. Money talks, man. At the end of the day, money talks. Money is what decides things. But this right here is why I play my Bone Shatter Titan, because, well, except when it does this. Every once in a while you run into lack of priming, but that's fine. But I'm able to just kind of jump in and boom. And if there's enough monsters close enough together, you get screen-wide clears, basically. I love it.
A rarity, and all mine.
I don't really have. I'm kind of like not. I'm kind of only like partially in the mood to be doing this right now. That's why I'm not. I'm usually a lot more talkative. Like I try not to have any silence in my games. Like just be talking the whole time. Because it's boring. If you're just going to watch somebody play a video game, they might as well just play the video game and not say anything, right? So if you're going to watch a content creator play a video game, you're going to watch them because either they're really, really good and they're impressive, which that ain't me, or you're watching them because you like their personality, because they talk and they, you know, they chat about stuff as they're playing. A lot of people really like that. So I try to go towards that end of things because, you know, I'm a pretty, I would say I'm a pretty good video game player for the most part. I would say I'm an expert. I'm certainly not hardcore. I don't have the patience to grind on any one game long enough to become hardcore at it. But, you know, given the fact that I do play a very wide variety of types of games, I feel like I'm a pretty decent gamer. But I'm definitely not anywhere near the point where people are going to watch me for my gameplay. I'm not willing to put that kind of time into it to get that good. Anybody who does that, my opinion is, this is my opinion, anybody who places so much importance on being good at a video game has some whacked out priorities. If you're going to focus your time and effort on getting really good at, I don't want that. I'm going to clear it out just because I want it to go away. I explain this every time. I don't take damage. I don't take damage things with this character because it screws with my priming for stun for the Bone Shatter. So it will overstun everything if I have just random damage coming around in here, and I won't be able to Bone Shatter. And Bone Shatter is where I get my screen wide clears from. So it's a bad thing for me to have any kind of extra extra random damage just kind of running around. So that is a conscious decision I'm making. I'm not just bypassing shrines just because. It's a very specific reason. I'll take health shrines, I'll take speed shrines, I'll take those kinds of shrines, but anything that's like running around and just doing random damage really screws with the orbs that I need to see pop up here, and we got to make sure we don't do that. So it's a conscious decision I'm making. If you don't like it because you're just so in love with shrines, I don't care. I'm going to play this character the way it needs to be played, and this character pretty much can't use like half the shrines just because of the way it's set up. Everybody used to give me a whole lot of grief in PoE 1 because I just kept bypassing the shrines, because most of the time I just didn't even notice they were there. But everybody's like, hey, click on the shrines, man. You gotta click on the shrines. Like, I don't care about the shrines. I don't care about the shrines. I don't know. I think a lot of it is just, even though you can mentally say that the people who leave you negative comments in your feed, they don't really matter, and you know they don't really matter, because anybody who feels the need to come into your comment section and leave you a negative comment isn't the kind of person who's really worth listening to anyways. Constructive comments, I appreciate constructive comments. You can disagree with me. I have no problem with disagreement. But there's people that come in and just leave some kind of thing like, whose video was a waste of my time. And it's like, well, you're the dumbass for watching it then. Like, you're just stupid for continuing to watch the video if you're finding it to be a waste of your time. That's not nobody's holding a gun to your head and forcing you to watch my video. So if you don't like it, the back button is right there. I just don't understand. Like, I don't know, I just don't understand it. I actually find it kind of annoying that people are so dumb that they can't just press the back button. Why do you need to A, watch my video all the way through, and then also feel the need to leave me a comment? Because it does annoy me. Like, to try to say that it doesn't have any kind of effect on me at all, it does annoy me. It annoys me. It's not going to change how I do my videos. It's not going to change how I play my games. They're certainly not going to change my opinion. Like, I think what I think, and that's just the end of it. But, you know, nobody can get negative feedback and not be affected by it at all. Everybody's affected by comments. We're built. It's how we're built. You're going to be affected by negative comments if you expose yourself to them. And because YouTube doesn't really provide much in the way of helping out with filtering out certain kinds of content or comments, like, I would love to be able to make it so that I'm thinking of a different character there. Hold on. Make sure we're not I'm picking up these things because I'm used to picking them up from a different character. If YouTube offered a way to make it so that the only comments I could filter out all the comments except for subscribers and channel members, and make that like the default thing that shows up on my dashboard and in my community page and all that stuff, we're on the verge of dying here.
I need more time.
Clear out some of that. I think my mental health I think my attitude would be a little bit better with this game specifically. Like, I don't get irritated with my other games because I don't have people over there constantly leaving me negative Like, you're wasting our time. And, you know, part of that's just the fact that the PoE community tends to lean towards this elitist attitude of, we're better than everybody else, so we get to, our opinion matters more. And it's like, no, it doesn't. Your opinion matters less because you're in love with this game, which means you're not objective about it. You're not objective at all. And an opinion that is not objective is just it's a complete waste of an opinion. Like, really. All right, so we still need to clear out some more of this stuff. So for those of you, like, I don't want to make it seem like those of you who are leaving me comments in the spirit of trying to help, like, I appreciate those. I don't have any kind of negative thing about that at all. But the negative comments from the trolls basically are, they do wear on you after a while. No matter how much you try to tell yourself you don't care. And I don't, at the end of the day, I don't care. I really don't care, but it's still annoying to have to deal with it. I would really love to be able to just be like, filter out those kinds of comments. I wish there was a way to filter out those kinds of comments, so that way I can, you know, if people care enough to press a subscribe button, you're worth my time. If people care enough to, you know, you're worth a comment response. If people, especially if people care enough to become a channel member and support the work that I'm doing, those people definitely deserve an extra amount of attention. Because, you know, you're going the extra mile to make, because you believe in what I'm doing here, and I appreciate those of you who do that. But everybody else, if you're just coming into my comments because you want to, you think your opinion matters, like, it doesn't. Your opinion doesn't matter. Your opinion doesn't matter even a tiny little bit. It just doesn't. It only matters if you're approaching your leaving a comment in a respectful way. And if you're not, then your opinion doesn't matter. And it sucks because, like, there's a lot of people who, you know, just want to be helpful, and that's great. I try to make sure I leave a reasonable response to those kinds of comments because, you know, if you don't like what I'm doing or you think I'm making a mistake or something like that and you just want to fix it, that's reasonable. That's fine. But I don't know. There's too many people out there who think that their opinions are important, and it's like it's not. Your opinion is not important. Your opinion is only important if the person you're giving the opinion to cares about your opinion. And if I don't know you, I don't care about your opinion. I just don't. I just don't care about your opinion. But I'm forced to have to be exposed to your opinion because YouTube doesn't provide ways for me to get around that. So, YouTube, please add some more advanced filters to the dashboard so we can start working on that. I would really like to be able to get away from having to deal with that kind of crap. All right. And then we're going to upgrade those, and then we're going to end up upgrading those tier 9s. Yeah, we're going to upgrade the 9s as well, which will give us another 10. So let's do the 9s first, and then the 3s next, and then the 4s next. And then, oh, I'm getting a text message. I'll be right back. All right, had to go get a package. Okay, so those go there. We're actually going to take another one of these. Oh wait, we're going into a tower. The towers aren't going to have anything super special in it, so right? Because the tower is just a tower. It doesn't have any icons or anything. I don't want to waste a bunch of high-level stuff like we did in the last one. So we'll go ahead and do that. That gives us at least a double chance. Yeah, that gives us at least a double chance on something that's not going to give us a lot in the first place. So we'll do that. And then we'll hop in here and go do another map. Go do a tower. A sinking spire. I actually kind of like these because it's just a big triangle, so it's not that difficult to cover all the ground in it. Like, you just do a circuit around the floor and then find the stairs and then go. And then you're good. I actually kind of like these. Ooh, getting some graphical lag here. Oh, here we go. Speed. Always take the speed. Oh, yeah, back down this way. Grab all that. So, yeah. It's like, I want to be me, so some people are going to say, well, you're a YouTube presenter and you gotta be a certain way. And it's like, I don't want to be that. I want to be me, you know? And me has very little patience for people's drama. I have very little patience for drama. I have very little patience for people with superiority complexes or attitudes, or, you know, just people who think that they have a right to say what they want to say. They do have a right to say what they want to say. But people who think that their opinion is so important that they absolutely have to make sure that you hear it. Like, nobody cares, man. If they're not your friend, if they're not somebody who you're important to them, your opinion means absolutely nothing. Nothing. Like, just because you sat and watched my video doesn't mean that I'm going to care about your opinion. Like, you sat and watched my video. That's just default behavior. And if you watched the entire video, you watched it because you were at least interested in what I was saying, even if you disagreed with it. So that's what you get out of that. That's what you get out of that arrangement. If you can't be bothered to click the subscribe button to help out my algorithm, then why should I care about what you have to say, right? And only the people who are interested in seeing more of my content are going to be the people who click the subscribe button, right? So if you want to see more of my content, that usually means you're interested in what I have to say or the kind of gameplay that I do, or something that makes it to where you're more inclined to, you know, be favorable towards me and the stuff that I'm doing. Which means that, yeah, I'm more interested in people who like what I'm doing, and I'm less interested in people who do not. And so, yeah. If you can't, like, hitting the subscribe button is like a one little click that you can do to help somebody out. If you can't be bothered to do that, then, you know, you can't expect any kind of elevated position as far as responses to comments or the person caring about what you have to say or nothing. Like, you just don't get, that's just the way it works. So at a minimum, if you want people to take your opinion and actually have any kind of respect for it, A, subscribe to the channel, help them out. But B, you know, have a constructive attitude about it. Because if you can't do that, then it doesn't matter what you do. Nobody's going to listen to you. Nobody listens. Nobody really listens to somebody who just has some BS to say to them. You're never going to get anywhere that way. It might make you feel slightly good when you say it, but you're not going to change anybody's opinion. Nobody ever changed their opinion being trolled. All you ever did was just close the door there. So some people want that. I know there's a lot of people out there that just want to walk around talking crap because they think it makes them cool. You're not cool. And the reality is that because I'm sitting here talking about it for 20 minutes, you know, they got to me a little bit because, like I said, we're wired. This is the last floor, so it's going to be in the middle. We're wired to sort of care about what everybody says about us. And, you know, anytime somebody says something negative to you like that, it's going to have some kind of effect. I don't really care. It's not like I'm losing sleep over it, but it does, you know, it does somewhat affect my motivation for playing certain games or just doing content creation at all because, you know, I want to come here and I want to have fun. I wanted this to eventually be my job, and I want it to be fun. And it's not fun when you have to deal with a bunch of jackasses who think that they need to come into your comments and just leave some kind of bullshit, you know? Like I said. And I keep saying this over and over again because I want to make sure it's very clear. I don't have a problem with people disagreeing with my opinions or, you know, disagreeing with the way that I do things. That's fine. If you're kind and respectful about it, I'll listen to what you have to say. I may not agree with you. I probably won't agree with you, but I'll at least listen to you and respond with some kind of either justification for why I do things the way I do things, or just say, you know, I disagree with you just because my opinion is this, and I'm going to keep doing it the way I want to do it. Or I may even just change the way I do things. Like, the people who came in and were, you know, reasonable about the way that they told me about suffixes doing that. I mean, I had already kind of figured it out before they said anything, so I was going to change it anyway. But I was ready to change my attitude about that from the beginning, right? I was ready to change my attitude about that as soon as I realized I had to change my strategy. I don't like that I have to change my strategy. It really irritates me that I have to do that. I don't want to have to worry about juicing up my maps just to get maps. I think that's kind of a really bad way to go, but it's the way that it is, so there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, so we want to increase the number of bosses that we're getting. I already juiced this one up. So let's head over here and pop this guy into there and influence. And now we have bosses. Now we have bosses to go through. All right, cool. I think we have time for one more map. Is there anything in my chest piece here? I had a feeling there was. So let's make sure we get rid of all that. Boom, and boom. You go there. I keep my chest piece closed because in certain circumstances it covers up the menu, but I probably should just leave it open. Okay, so as far as waystones go, where are we trying to go? I think we said we were going to the other tower, right? So we can go to this guy here and then this guy. This has a boss in it, which is good. So we're going to want to use a really nice... We're going to want to use a really nice one. We're doing tier 12 plus. I don't want to waste a 13 on it if we can work our way through the 12s and then get into tier 13. We'll already have a tier 13 map. So quantity, really high drop rate, bigger pack sizes. Life is increased, which shouldn't be a problem. They have some area of effect and they're shot ground. This should be doable. This should really be doable. Another felled hideout. Nice. So let's hop into here, traverse, and hopefully we can get this knocked out pretty quick. But I don't know. It's the highest. It's one of the higher tier maps, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult. I have to be a little bit more careful with this one than I typically have to be.
Steel yourself.
All right. Hopefully we don't die. Just way too much on the map. The visual clarity right now is crap. So it's just the clutter is going to contribute to me not seeing things, and that's going to suck. Which is why I really like having this large clear ability, because now I can just hop in, find a globe, and then hopefully it just kills everything. Nah, wrong button. Gotta start getting in the habit a little bit more of looking for globes that were established from the previous Bone Shatter so that I can just insta-slam things. Because we are vulnerable to being hit while we're doing a leap slam, so it's important to pay attention to that. So I'm trying to kind of be quick about this, though, because we're getting pretty long in this episode, and I don't want to be... We're not doing the rituals. That's gonna... There's a really decent chance of death, and I don't want to waste the map. So I know some people are going to disagree, because you guys have your strong opinions, and God forbid you not share those, but I'm not going to risk dying I'm not going to risk it spawning tornadoes and other stupid things that happen when you do that. It's not worth the risk. I want waystones, and I want to kill the boss, and I actually want to finish the map. I don't want to waste a waystone. This is a very high tier waystone, and I don't want to screw it up. So I'm probably still going to screw it up because something's going to happen that's just going to take me out, especially with all the shock ground all over the place. But I want to at least maximize my chance of actually finishing this. So I know all you hardcore players are going to be like, "Ah, that's easy, man. You're just a little wuss." So be it. I don't care. I want to get things done. I don't care about impressing anybody. That's why this is called the Casual Mapping Series, because I am a casual player. Alright. So, yeah. I'm just not in the mood for, I'm not in the mood to be in a good mood. It is what it is, you know? Most of the time, I try to come in, I try to have a positive attitude because, I'm here as a presenter, trying to present the game that I'm playing, but I'm just not feeling it today. But I still need to do content because the algorithm is a cruel mistress, and you absolutely have to keep posting, so it is what it is. We're gonna hammer the gods. This is getting ridiculous. Did it not go? It didn't go. Great. That works. If you roll if you roll even a millisecond before it actually procs, then it just cancels it, and it also consumes the cooldown, which is ridiculous. That's the part that bugs me. It's like, it still consumes a cooldown even if the ability didn't go. That needs to be fixed. If I need to dodge roll out of the way before it goes, I shouldn't lose access to the ability waiting on the cooldown. That's unreasonable. It's fine if you cancel the ability, but don't use up my cooldown on it too. I'm trying to be super careful here. There we go. Just trying to be super, super careful. I don't want to have anything stupid to happen. I want to kill the boss. I want to get some waystones. finish out the map. The last thing I want is to die from something stupid, which, you know, on a map like this especially, where you can't see anything that's happening and you get stuck on terrain and all kinds of stupidness, it's almost certainly gonna happen, so we just gotta minimize the chances of it. Let me roll, thank you. Thank you. Okay. We're back at the beginning. Alright. It's probably going to end up being a bit of a long episode just because we're already pretty close to the end here, and... Oops. Nice. Get all these waystones. Come on, just die already. Okay, so that's it for that guy. So we're just looking around for the boss mostly at this point. Maybe he's in the middle? I feel like we did a big circle around the outside, so maybe he's in the middle. Man, look at all these maps that are dropping. Finally. Sucks that I have to make maps harder to get maps. It just doesn't make sense to me. Make maps harder for items and experience points, sure. But for the thing I need to continue doing maps, don't lock that behind something dumb. It's ridiculous. Okay, where's the thing? Where's the entrance for this place? Oh, here we go. Oh, come on. Okay. Ow. Okay. I really hate this guy. I really, really hate this guy. I'm not really sure how far away I can be.
I need more time.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright. And that completes the map too. There's more maps on this one, we just don't have time. See, look at that. I mean, it's great that we got a tier 14 map, but I mean, I want more maps, man. More maps, more map drops. Come on. Whatever. Alright, anyways, that's going to go ahead and do it for today. Hopefully you guys got something out of that video. I know I'm not in the best of moods right now, but got to post something. And, you know, frankly, negative responses are just as valid for the YouTube algorithm as positive responses are. So, you know, I'm not going to try to make a habit of being all, you know, don't give a crap when I make my videos. But right now, I just kind of don't give a crap. So we're just making a video because I have to make a video. It is what it is. But anyways, thanks for watching anyway, despite all of that. Be sure to click the like button just to help out with the algorithm, and also hit the subscribe button to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Join as a member if you like the other work that I do here. You'll get early access videos among other perks, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. I also have PayPal and Patreon links in the description if you prefer to go that way as well. So again, thanks for watching. Be sure to come back for future videos, and I'll see you then.